That's pretty sick. Just putting the covers on. I can't see you guys, but I want to start this video by saying that this video doesn't do these glasses justice, just because it was super hard for us to like demonstrate how we were filming it. Actually, where's the GoPro? Just give me a second. This is how we were filming this video. Took the GoPro, stuck it here, and I was trying to just demonstrate the glasses, so yeah. Okay, so I've been wanting to review something different on the channel, especially since I finally now daily an S23 Ultra, and you're probably asking yourselves, well, what does your phone have to do with a pair of sunglasses? Well, Samsung Dex. But wait, it's not only that, it's the fact that you get an AR experience that can be used with a Steam Deck, your MacBook on a plane, like just being able to treat these as your portable monitor and more while still looking like a pair of sunglasses is actually pretty sick. So today we are going to be changing it a bit, and I'm going to present to you guys with an experience like no other. I want to say I got this pair of Nreal Air glasses like a month and a half ago. I was actually quite excited about unboxing these because I've never tried anything like this before. The packaging for this is actually quite small and simple. It's pretty much just a simple box that contains all the goodies you need for this whole thing to work. It's cool to see that the glasses do come in a proper carry-on pouch, similar to what most sunglasses have to offer. Now, aside from that, we've got a bit of paperwork in the box, and this includes a setup guide to help you get started, a nice microfiber cloth, and the manual. Be careful because this packaging is kind of clever. It comes with some small and large size nose pads, and if you don't dig enough, you might just miss the prescription lenses like I actually did. You can actually get some prescription lenses through Nreal if you wanted to match your own. I also dug a little further and found a light shield that pretty much allows you to sort of make this setup a more VR type of experience. Now, the glasses itself come in this super nice sturdy pouch, and honestly, when I first opened these up, it really reminded me of my own pair of glasses. These are glasses I wouldn't be ashamed of wearing at a cafe, an airport, an airplane, heck, even a train, because we finally get AR in something that doesn't make us look like flies. As for the rest of the pouch, we do get an USB-C to USB-C cable, and I know you're probably wondering, what is this for? This just simply connects to your device of choice to be able to power them just like a portable monitor, unless you're plugging this to a PC or a PlayStation, which means you need an adapter like the one I got, which pretty much allows you to connect your devices through HDMI. Again, something like your whole gaming or workspace desk setup, for example. When it comes to setting these up, well, they are actually plug and play. They work well with my Steam console, my MacBook Pro, my desktop PC, and even my S23 Ultra. However, to enjoy the full experience these AR glasses deliver, when it comes to the S23 Ultra and the MacBook Pro, Nreal delivered just a bit more than just a plug-and-play portable monitor. In short, Nebula is an app made by Nreal that is able to project 2D content into an interactive 3D space that's super awesome to navigate. I was lucky enough to try this on the Oppo Find X5, but because I've been an Android user for the past month, I wanted to have this exact same setup on my S23 Ultra. Now, because these are still not available in Canada, I couldn't download the app straight from the Google Play Store, but after some research and reading some forums online, not only did I discover that there's a massive community out there for these glasses, but there's also a workaround for everything. And so I found a download link to download Nebula and installed it as an APK file. Shout out to this Reddit thread that led me to the latest working version for the S23 Ultra. I do want to mention that Nebula is not a must for Samsung Dex to work. Dex actually just works out of the box as soon as you simply just plug the glasses into the phone. On the other hand, when it comes to the MacBook, the Nebula setup is a lot easier. Like, you just literally need to go to their website and install their latest beta from there. That's it. As for the PC though, or any device that cannot supply power via USB-C, you do need to get their adapter in order to power the glasses and connect these through HDMI. The video playback from what I tested is somewhere around 2 hours to 3 hours. You can get around half a charge in like 40 minutes or so if you really need them right away. As for Nebula on Windows, as of today, Nebula is only compatible on Android smartphones as well as a beta version for the M series MacBooks. Okay, so one thing I must mention when it comes to Nebula is that in order to make the IR space feature work, Samsung Dex must absolutely be turned off as an automatic starter. And yeah, I know you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? What is AR space? The AR space within the mobile Nebula app is where these glasses truly come to life. If you swipe down once on the Samsung, you'll see that the Nebula gives you three options, either AR space, full screen, or side screen AR casting. Full screen mimics the display right in the center of the frames, and side screen AR casting just puts it on the side. Makes it great for when you are walking around and doing stuff. Now, AR space is where the magic happens. This is where Nebula delivers a true fully immersive desktop experience with different types of apps. Essentially, AR apps and web pages in an exclusive 3D space. And it's super cool because this 3D space is controlled with the phone by the use of a pointer and a pad to click on, as well as the home button to go back to the dashboard. And these together is what really allows you to navigate everything. I think the coolest thing is how they very much allow you to manage your apps in this full 3D space, whether that's by making them bigger, moving new apps and tabs around, all done within the free mode. You can also just use surrounding mode to have things in one place, but consuming content on YouTube is something like you've never seen before. This feature is still in beta, but essentially there's this new gigantic waterfall design that looks absolutely awesome. I mean, the whole thing is pretty cool, including playing games, checking out some pictures with my phone, and whatnot. Also, side note that while you are immersed in this experience, there's a slide down menu on your phone that will allow you to do certain things. I think the most useful feature here would be the type of tracking you'd like to enable. I think head tracking defeats the whole purpose of these glasses, but it's there if you need it. However, body tracking is everything here, and it delivers a 46-degree field of view, so when you move your head around, you can only see so much. Vertically is more than totally fine. I think the waterfall feature demonstrates that really well, but I feel like horizontally we could have gotten a bit more. This isn't me complaining though. I mean, this is still a nice looking device. Minimal at 80 grams, looks like a really nice pair of shades, has integrated speakers, buttons for the brightness levels, and a button to shut the screen off in case you're walking around with them. I will say, I find it kind of odd how you need to hold down the power button for 3 seconds to be able to go from the brightness feature to volume up and volume down, but it's overall a really nice design and the material feels great. Just know that if you have oily skin like I do, it might show on the plastic itself. Also, I do think I sort of have a big head, but this design fits head sizes from 120 to 186 millimeters, and when the glasses are open, they measure about 148 millimeters in length by 52 millimeters in height and 159 millimeters in width, which means that closed, it's around 148 millimeters in length by 52 millimeters in height and 60 millimeters in width. So imagine knowing that you have a micro OLED display delivering a 1080p resolution at 60 Hz at all times with you in your pocket. Now, that's pretty cool. If I recall, I think this is the equivalent of having a 130-inch monitor and standing at around 4 meters from. They also say that in the MR space mode, it's like a 201-inch IMAX experience standing at like 6 meters away from it. Now just imagine my 45-inch OLED monitor in my pocket. The other quirky design I also find odd is the way the hinges adjust. I feel like I'm about to break them every time I do that. The rest is totally fine, from putting the light shield to changing the nose pads or even doing something like changing the prescription glasses. It all is super easy to do. Aside from the speakers sounding actually pretty good, the dual mics on this thing are not bad at all. It's a dual microphone array with noise cancellation capabilities. The speakers on the other hand are super linear speakers with a nice little touch of bass to them. These speakers are loud enough that people around can hear the audio, so on a plane you might want to also wear them with headphones. Something like the Nothing Ear One Buds actually works quite well. Which is why as a portable monitor, this is such a game changer. Why? Because it just works, especially with Samsung Dex and Apple Silicon MacBooks. If you are using a Samsung phone like I am, Samsung Dex paired with a portable monitor is just unbeatable. It makes my iPad feel useless, to be honest. I just recently downloaded a new emailing app for the S23 Ultra, and I find myself checking my emails on Dex more than the phone itself when I have the glasses. It's so much more convenient, the screen is larger, it feels way better, and even doing things like going through my files, watching Netflix, it's all available right then and there for you to use. It's crazy how you can use multiple apps open at once on Dex on the go, all without the need of installing Nebula or so. But Nebula is actually available only for ARM, and despite being a beta, to my surprise it works quite well. The app itself delivers a nice menu icon in the menu bar that lives there as long as your glasses are connected. This means that in this navigation menu, you can do things such as select the number of screens you want to see, reposition your views to where your head is pointing at, the distance of the virtual monitors, the size, as well as the angles if you have 2 or 3 displays active. Like, the whole thing is super well done. For someone that travels a lot and needs the extra screen real estate, I think this could be a great solution as a portable monitor. I do need to say though, getting used to a virtual screen can take a bit of time. It's a screen that delivers a 3840 by 1080 resolution, and from what I understand after reading the specs of this thing is that it's like having 2 times a 1080p Full HD Sony Micro OLED display per eye, with a 3 degree of freedom head tracking system. The colors and brightness look just fine on my end. They are a bit saturated if I was to compare this to my mini LED screen from my MacBook. I think it's because of the sRGB at 108% and the 8-bit depth. However, it does get really bright. I know they market this at 400 nits, but because you have the ability to use the light shield, those 400 nits feel a lot brighter. Well, I guess just imagine having your M1 MacBook Air in a dark room, or maybe the base model iPad, although that delivers like 500 nits. But that brings me to my next point. The iPad just works so well with the glasses. It supports Stage Manager. You can pair your AirPods at the same time and really delivers a nice movie experience for any streaming service like Netflix, Crave, and whatnot. I was more interested about watching football on these, to be honest, and also trying my Steam Deck with them. Luckily, to pair these with the Steam Deck is just a matter of plugging them in and that's it. Like, I've never experienced any connection issues or whatnot. Just make sure that once your Steam Deck is connected, you switch it to desktop mode, and you also change the display setting for the glasses to mirror and match the Steam Deck resolution. By not doing this, you might suffer from the sound annoyingly switching back and forth between the glasses and the console. You can then just switch from desktop mode to game mode and everything will just make sense. About 2 months ago, Nreal actually updated the firmware to make sure the Steam Deck could output 60Hz and not lock at 30Hz. Also, on my end, I can't feel any sort of difference in terms of latency when comparing these virtual displays with the actual Steam Deck display. As per a user in this Reddit post, I also found out that you can change the screen size on the Steam Deck itself. You just need to turn the automatically scale image feature off. There's honestly like a whole community out there for these glasses, and if my review is not enough, I suggest you just scroll down the forums. These glasses work so well with the Steam Deck and they are super fun to use. Actually, Chan and I were laughing 2 weeks ago because I was legit on my chair looking at the ceiling, playing on the deck. Like, it's fun. Like, you can literally just look anywhere you want and you're still focusing on the screen. Other than the Steam Deck, when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, these need to be paired with the Nreal adapter, which is this little device I've talked about already, a device that can be upgraded through their website, and this also applies to the glasses themselves. It's actually pretty easy to do. I recommend getting those updates as soon as they come out, mainly because from all the forums and all the posts I've been scrolling through, they either fix issues quite often or implement new features, so that's really nice of them. So in terms of AR, with time I think it's going to deliver an experience like no other. Other than that, it's such a great portable monitor. Having a 130-inch OLED display that fits in your pocket is just very convenient. I totally think that the AR app is cool and all, and I think with time it'll become even better. I mean, just look at the Nebula version of macOS. That should tell you something. On my end, I can't recommend these enough for someone that needs access to a USB-C display on the go, especially since these are not powered by batteries, so that means like they'll never die. You can use them anytime you travel and have your own personal movie theater on place. Use them with your Steam Deck or your laptop at night while you're in bed. Pair them with your Samsung phone and Dex to consume content like Netflix, for example. I mean, it just works so well. I'll leave a link to them down below in case you're interested. I really wanted to deliver something different this time around. Hope you liked the review, and I will see you guys all soon. Take care.